What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a video breaking down the Xiao banners alongside a live reaction with my wife in the second half of the video, reacting to the Xiao trailer that came out in Japanese and also in English. But very first of all, guys, I have received countless questions of should I be going for Xiao constellations, and my answer to that is unless you're going for constellation 6, his constellations are garbage. They are actually so bad, so please do not waste your money or in-game resources on Xiao's constellations. The banner itself, in my opinion, guys, is one of the best banners we've seen. I think all three of these characters, Diona, the Xinyan, and also Beidou, all of these characters are fantastic shield characters. They all have great utility, and of course their constellations are all very useful as well. And if you pair them up with Xiao, who depletes his own HP, and can also swell elements, this is going to be really nice for Xiao as well. I think Diona is definitely one of the best characters to pair up with Xiao because she gives healing and also cryo, and cryo is a very good element to break electro shields, as well as a decent element for breaking hydro shields as well. Whereas Beidou, you need constellations on her to get her shield, and then Xinyan, she also kind of gives physical damage bonuses with her shield, which is not that useful for Xiao. However, she does cleanse off cryo on you, which is a very nice thing to have as well. Cleanses are very underrated. Now, when I say Xiao's banner is a trap, guys, I'm talking about his constellations. A lot of people thinking of getting constellation 1 on Xiao, guys, and I think this is a terrible idea. So assume you had to go the full distance, guys, and you lose the 50-50 on Xiao. You're going to end up with a character which is either going to be Chi-Chi, Jean, Keqing, Diluc, or Mona. Now, if you only want a very select few of these characters, the chances of you landing on a massive L in terms of never using one of these characters you pull is quite darn high, and you really don't want that. For me specifically, I still don't have Chi-Chi, but even if I pull Chi-Chi, I would not really be playing with Chi-Chi because I think she is the worst 5-star in the game. And when I say that, guys, that does not mean she is bad. I use this analogy a lot. In a class full of people, they all get A stars. Chi-Chi is that one kid that gets an A-. So that's what I'm saying here. She's not a bad character. She's just not the greatest 5-star character in the world. A kind of fall from grace, because if you guys remember at the beginning of the game, everyone's like, whoa, Chi-Chi's the best healer in the game. But that was because everyone was underleveled and healing was more overpowered back then. But when you get to end game, people have started realizing the value of shields, because you can't overheal in this game. So if you have a character that heals you for, like, let's say, you know what, 30,000 in the space of 5 seconds. Well, if you don't have a character that has 30,000 HP and they only have like 15,000 HP, that's 15,000 HP of healing going to waste essentially. So overhealing is essentially shields in this game. So shields is where it's really at for late game, and otherwise it's not really a big problem in terms of overworld. In terms of healing, you always have the statues, you always have food. Overworld healing is not really a massive deal compared to someone like Diona, who has healing and shields at the same time. But we're not here to talk about Chi-Chi and whether she's good or not, because I know the Chi-Chi fans are going to get angry for me saying that. But if you end up pulling a 5-star character that's not Xiao, guys, you've essentially lost probably around 80 intertwined fate, if we're being honest, around average 80 intertwined fate. And that could have been going into, for example, the weapons banner instead. Now, a lot of people say the weapons banner is a trap, but I want to make it crystal clear, guys, crystal clear, that having a 5-star weapon and a Constellation 0 Xiao is infinitely better than Constellation 1 Xiao. And the reason why I say that is because Constellation 1 Xiao, if it doesn't get changed literally minutes before his release, if it does not get changed, his Constellation 1 is only going to give you 1 extra charge on his elemental skill, and that is only useful at the start of a battle, because when you're in the middle of the battle, you should be using his elemental skills as soon as they come up, meaning that extra charge is essentially redundant. So I personally don't think Constellation 1 on Xiao is any good. His Constellation 2 will give him energy recharge whenever he's not on the field. So when you're absorbing particles, he will have a 25% bonus, which again, I don't think is really that good, especially say you are losing these 50-50s, guys. That's around a $400 you're putting in for 25% off-field energy recharge, not just 25% energy recharge, it's only when he's not on the field, and 1 extra charge in his elemental skill at the start of a fight, which is not that useful. $400 worth of content that you could be putting into something else. And this is where I think this weapons banner is freaking superb. Worst case scenario, guys, you don't get the Primordial Jade Wing Spear for Xiao. You're still getting the Jade Cutter. The Jade Cutter is a crit rate weapon with 44% crit rate. 44% crit rate. Yes, the base attack is not the highest, but the passive means it will have one of the highest overall attacks for a weapon, plus 44% crit rate. And you are eventually going to use a sword character, guys, whether you like it or not. Let me tell you, you will eventually use a sword character because the main traveler is going to get more and more useful as time passes. And if you want to build the main traveler to be DPS, or if you want to build Kaching to have a lot of crit rate, this weapon is your go-to. This is a great weapon for Xingqiu as well. Decent weapon for DPS Bennett, although I don't recommend building Bennett in that way. You can do so. And of course, if you want DPS Jean or you want DPS Chi-Chi, then this is also a great weapon for them as well. But the main thing, guys, is if you lose on this banner, and you lose, I say air quotes, lose on this banner, and you don't get the Primordial Jade Wing Spear, or you don't get the Primordial Jade Cutter, well, the other weapons that you could be getting are still huge. Okay, if you get the Skyward Harp, that is by far the best bow in the game. Instead of refining the Skyward Harp, guys, I have 2. I want to get a 3rd one, and I want to level that up to 90 as well, because the Skyward Harp at Refinement Rank 1 is so good. It's best in slot for essentially any character that does damage. It's best in slot for Venti, best in slot for Char, best in slot for what's her name here? Fischl, and just so many bow characters can benefit from Skyward Harp if you get that. Amos bow is the best in slot for Ganyu. However, if you do pull the Amos bow, it's still better than Rust. It's still better than Stringless, essentially, for the likes of Fischl. Maybe not so much for Venti, but still better than those 2 weapons on Child. And it's still a dub, right? So again, getting duplicates of these, if you have no 5-star weapons at all, guys, it's still a dub. Wolf's Gravestone, imagine pulling that as well. Skyward Pride, both fantastic claymores. They are so good. Aquila Favonia is an incredible weapon. Is an incredible weapon. Skyward Atlas is a fantastic weapon. Lost Prayers is an amazing, it's probably best in slot elemental book for so many DPS characters. Elisa, you've got, maybe not Lisa, but more so for Cleve, really good. It gives movement speed as well, and of course you got the Skyward Blade. Now the only real L you can take on the weapons banner, in my opinion, guys, on this specific weapons banner, is if you get the Skyward Blade or the Amos Bow, unless you have Ganyu, because if you have Ganyu and you pull Amos Bow, you love to see it. If you main Bennett as one of your main support characters and you pull Skyward Blade, sorry for hitting the mic, also a dub. And then worst case scenario, guys, on this banner, the reason why this banner is so good is because of the 4 stars. These 4-star weapons, the only one that is not good on here is the Eye of Perception. And even then, this Eye of Perception is still better than the free-to-play options that are currently available. I think Eye of Perception is definitely a better version of basically the Frostbearer Fang, or whatever the Frostbearing Catalyst is called. All 4 of the other weapons, superb. Rust is amazing. It's amazing on Child, it's amazing on Fischl. It's going to be amazing on any physical damage or any main attack. When I say main attack, normal attack damage carries that use a bow. So at the moment, Child and Fischl. In the future, we'll be getting more. Flute in general is just so great. It's great on Jean. It's great on Chi-Chi. It's decent on Bennett. It's just a great weapon for your sword-wielding characters overall. Favonius Lance is better than Dragon's Bane. It's a very good spear if you want to build up your charge for your ultimates really quickly. So good for Zhongli, burst DPS. Good for Xiao, burst DPS. Because when Xiao is ulting, you should be building crit rate on Xiao. Xiao's Ascension stat is crit rate. You have high refinement on this weapon, you are guaranteed to get energy particles every few seconds when you are landing your ultimate, because it's an AoE ultimate. When you're doing your plunge attacks, it's a decent weapon for Xiao. It's a decent 4-star for Xiao. And then Eye of Perception is a DPS catalyst, not bad at all. Sacrificial Greatsword is a decent greatsword. Obviously not the best for DPSs like Diluc or Razor. It's actually not bad on Diluc, guys, because you get to use your elemental skill 6 times in a row. It's not great for Razor. It's decent for Xinyan, and it's also very, very good for Chongyun as well. So this weapons banner, guys, it's been a long time since we had a weapons banner this good. The last time we've had a weapons banner this good is the Wolf's Gravestone banner and the Sacred Prayers to the Lost Winds, or Lost Prayers to the Sacred Winds. I get the name the wrong way around. And all of the weapons were sacrificial weapons alongside the Dragon's Bane. That banner was insane. It's been so long since we've had a weapons banner this good. So if you are thinking of going for Xiao Constellations, do not do it unless you're going for Constellation 6, because all of his constellations suck. They all suck other than Constellation 3, which gives you 3 bonus levels, and then Constellation 5, which gives you another 3 bonus levels, and then Constellation 6, which gives you a reset. And I don't think any of them are worth your money or your investment, especially Constellation 1 or Constellation 2 over one of these weapons or any of the 5-star weapons, guys. 5-star weapons are just useful, full stop. You will have a use for them in the future. Unlike Xiao's Constellation 1 or Xiao's Constellation 2, you are guaranteed to end up using a 5-star weapon, because 5-star weapons are just flat out better than 4 stars. They're way infinitely better than 3-star weapons. And to top it off, guys, they are less expensive to summon for, because their hard pity is 80 and their soft pity starts from 65, whereas 5-star characters, their soft pity starts from 75 and the hard pity is at 90. So please do take that into consideration. The damage bonus that you get from 5-star weapons over getting constellations is enormous. It's so huge. It is night and day. So that's my shilling for the weapons banner for you today, instead of going for constellations on this banner. I don't think going for high constellations on any of these characters is super necessary if you plan to main Xiao. So this banner, guys, for me, if you get the Primordial Jadewing Spear or you even get the Skyward Spine, both of those 5-star spears are superb on Xiao. So I think that's going to be a dub. If you get the Primordial Jade Cutter, well, if you have Kaching, if you have the Main Traveler, Kamisato Ayaka, any sword users in the future that's going to be DPS, 44% crit rate, guys, is obscene. It's obscene. It's such a ridiculous number, and I think either of these weapons, astronomical W. So there's really no way of losing on the way there. If you get the Flute, if you get the Sacrificial Greatsword, Favonius Lance, or you get Rust, also a dub. All really good 4-star weapons, and again, there are no bad 5-star weapons in the game. Okay, guys, something I also wanted to point out is the importance of understanding base attack. The difference between having the substat and the base attack is a really big deal. So if we take a look at the base attack here, we've got 475 base attack, refinement 5 rust, level 80 out of 90, compared to the Skyward Heart, which is a 621 base attack. Now base attack is this number over here. So if we take a look and we go to child here, we take a look at his details, base attack is the white number. The substat of the attack will go into the green number, and there's a lot of abilities that will scale off your base attack. Everything, this green number will end up scaling off your base attack, which is the white number here, 765. So when you see this number here, 1948, with this pretty much big 475 base attack, it's not bad at all, with 37.7% attack as the bonus, 1948. If we have a 5-star weapon, guys, the base attack is so high that the difference is really minimal. We go down to 1,897 attack, but in exchange with that, we gain 20% crit damage and 20% crit rate, which is by far better. The DPS is so much higher, and this is what I mean when there is a night and day difference between 5-star weapons and 4-star weapons. So if you end up pulling any Skyward weapons, if you end up pulling any 5-star weapons full stop, they're just going to be flat out better than your 4-star weapons, because the base attack stats are just, it's just such a big difference that you know, there's no real reason to be using a 4-star unless their ability or their refinement is just that high. So I see questions, guys, of like, oh, should I be using a refinement 5 free-to-play weapon over a 5-star Skyward Harp? And I'm just like, that's just crazy talk. It's not even remotely close. You should be using the Skyward Harp. It does not matter if the Rust is refinement 5. You should be using the Skyward Harp because crit rate, crit damage is way more valuable. The base attack is just infinitely higher than having the Rust weapon, and the DPS difference is night and day. So for me, guys, this weapons banner is not a trap. For the first time in a long time, guys, this weapons banner is actually not a trap. All of these weapons are at least decent, if not amazing. The 5-star weapons, both on here, are amazing. You are not guaranteed to get either of these on the first pity. However, that's not really a problem because all of the other weapons on this banner are going to be amazing as well. Unless you get the Skyward Blade, I would say that is the only real big L that you can take because it's very much a support weapon. All of the other weapons, bellissimo, guys. Bellissimo. So yeah, that is it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that segment of the video. I really hope that was helpful for you guys. And then here is my reaction to the Xiao trailer alongside my wife. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next part of the video. Bye bye. What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here alongside my wife. And today we will be reacting to the Xiao trailer. Now, as you guys know, Xiao is going to be one of the best healers on the game, and I'm very excited to see what kind of gameplay that he has. We're going to be watching the Japanese trailer because he is one of the greatest voice actors, or voiced by one of the greatest voice actors of all time, Yoshitsugu-san, Yoshitsugu Matsuoka, most commonly known as Kirito from Sword Art Online, or Soma from Shokugeki no Soma, Inosuke from Demon Slayer, Betelgeuse from ReZero, and Sora from No Game No Life. He's done a lot of really good voice acting roles. I do think he's super talented, so I'm very much looking forward to this. So, Xiao, show me what you can do with your healing. This, I feel like we've seen this before, right?
Have we? I don't think so.
In the previous sneak peek on the live stream.
He's so extra.
He's very edgy. Okay. Damn. He's very edgy. My wife can't take him seriously because he's so edgy. Alright. Hey, he's suffering here.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna heal, guys. He's gonna heal right here.
He's gonna heal.
Oh, is he not gonna heal? Oh. Oh. Ooh, Mr. Edge. I see.
Nice.
Okay.
Did I ruin that for you?
Not gonna lie, guys, that was a bit underwhelming. He's one of the most hyped characters, probably only second to Zhongli in terms of hype, and that trailer was kind of meh. The edge. Right, guys, well, yeah. I'm still gonna Constellation 6 him, probably, but I feel like ever since Zhongli's trailer, guys, and all the backlash and all the chaos that unfolded because of how good that trailer was, everyone was like, oh my god, DPS, blah, 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 blah. It's literally gone downhill after that. It was Albedo after that, which was still a fancy trailer. Then it was Ganyu, and her trailer was really nothing special. It had a bit of... yeah, it wasn't really that special. It had Chi-Chi in a bit of a weird dream against fodder. And then we had this, A little bit underwhelming, guys. I won't lie. But I'm still excited for him. I'm still very hyped. And yeah. What are your thoughts, babe? Alright, you could go now.
Oh.
Alrighty guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm so sorry to the people I may have let down, but I did honestly find that Xiao trailer a little bit underwhelming. But you know what? It is what it is. I will probably be live streaming when the Xiao event drops. If I'm not, then I will be live streaming at a normal time for myself, UK time. Maybe around 2 to 3 p.m. UK time when the Xiao banner drops. And all the events and all of that stuff drops. I'll be streaming for a very long time. A link in the description as well. www.twitch.tv/AsianGuyStream. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Good luck on your banner summons. And bye-bye.